Good afternoon, Wednesday, December the 2nd. Thank you for joining me for my Ask Me Anything about marketing. I started this almost a month ago now. It's been a little more than a month. And I'm really excited. So many people are coming in with the best questions. And I'm so happy to share all the great answers I have for you. This is the time to get your questions answered on for your holiday marketing. Maybe like the day before Thanksgiving, you woke up and said, I think I'll have a Black Friday sale. Or in the middle of the Black Friday sale, somebody said, I'm going to wait for Cyber Monday because there's better deals on that day. And your eyes got white as saucers. Woo! You lit up like a Christmas tree. And you thought, that's what I need to do. I need to have a Cyber Monday sale. Did you do it? A lot of people made a lot of money last weekend. There's still time to make money. There's still time to share your services and your products with others, especially if you're in the information business. The way 2020 has been, a lot of us have been looking for answers. And like yourself, I have too. What's going to happen next year? Check out this Facebook page. I put a post in here for 2021, some really great content ideas for 2021 to give you an idea of what path to take. The more you can plan ahead, the easier it's going to be for your marketing. And that leads me to my very first question. My very first question was from a gal named Cindy. And Cindy wanted to know, well, how far in advance should you plan for something? Here's the deal. You really need a warm audience. Even the e-commerce business, 40% of their revenues come from emails. How did they get the email, you're wondering? Because somebody put something in a cart, they were able to retarget them because they're a repeat customer. A warm audience, somebody who already knows you. Now in the information business, it's really important to build that warm audience by getting your face out there. Pictures, even of you cooking that turkey for Thanksgiving, yes, that would be a great picture to put out there. Decorating for the holidays. Sitting and planning for the new year. Be the person that your ideal client is when you're in those images. Your life should not be a picture-perfect life with picture-perfect photos that people see all the time. Be relatable. Use pictures and images and videos of yourself, like 1 to 2 minutes. Just talking about your upcoming master class. Possibly you want to talk about that brand new idea that you've got and you want some feedback on it. Ask your audience questions. That's a big way to warm up your audience. Ask questions. What would they like to know? What would they like to learn? What stumps them about your specialty area? And this is all part of getting to know your audience as well. My team and I, when we're running an ad campaign, once a week we spend 2 hours every week researching the audience. What are they thinking about? What do they want to know? What is their pain point? What is the biggest reason they don't sleep at night? So yes, get that holiday marketing ready to go, Cindy, for your warm audience. Now, I'll let you in on a little secret here. Are you ready for a big tip? Remember, I'm the duct tape queen. So the duct tape, this is a duct tape tip. Make this one stick in your mind. from about the Christmas holiday to the first 2 weeks or so of January. And I learned this last year after the fact, so I'm really glad to know it this year. So you're getting a whole year's worth of experience from me here. So that's your lowest ad cost time. That's the best time to find your cold audience and talk to them, because your ad costs are going to be the lowest. So, Cindy, I hope that was helpful. And best of luck to you with your marketing during this holiday season. Now, our next question, they've got new cards for me here. Okay. My next question is from Elizabeth. And Elizabeth wants to know, how do you find your ideal person? Where's your customer? Oh. Well, you know what, Susan? This is a great question. And it's a great question because everyone, like I said, our team spends 2 weeks, bananas, cracked, 2 hours a week researching the audience. This means we're Googling their interests to see what other interests show up. Let's say you're selling soccer shoes. Well, what else do soccer players, they're the obvious client for soccer shoes, right? But what else do they do? You want to Google what sports channels are featuring soccer? What podcasts are talking about the latest soccer players? Who are the big soccer players? And do they have a presence online on social media? Those are the people you really want to get to know. If you're selling soccer shoes, you really want to get to know your soccer players. Same thing if you're selling cake supplies. What do people who make cakes like? Are they in any other arts and crafts that carry over to that? Are they making their own frosting? Is there a special website, an online forum that they go to for the latest techniques? Online forums are really key to knowing more about your client. One of the great things to do is just hang out in the forum. Ask questions in the forum. You might want to set a timer for yourself when you do that, because it can be a rabbit hole. Now, Elizabeth, I have a special form, and what I'll do is I'll add the link to the form as part of my Christmas, 12 Days of Christmas. I'm really excited about this. Elizabeth, make sure you follow the page. Everybody who's listening and the replay, make sure you follow this Facebook page, Ads That Serve. And when you follow it, next Tuesday, December the 8th, is the day I'm going to start my 12 Days of Christmas giveaway. 12 Days of Christmas. I've been looking forward to this all year long. I actually keep a running list on my bathroom wall next to my goals, because if I have an idea in the morning, it's usually when I'm doing my hair, washing my face, brushing my teeth. So, and you've heard, most good ideas come to you in the shower. So I keep a list right there on my bathroom wall, and I add to it as I get the ideas. So all year long, I've been creating this fantastic giveaway for all of you. 12 Days of Christmas, and each day I'm going to give away checklists, templates, guidebooks. Oh my gosh. I might even give away snippets of my courses that I've already given. So I want you to have it so that you can do well rolling out into 2021. Make sure you follow the page so you get in on all those goodies. Okay, thank you, Elizabeth, for that question. I really appreciate it. Now, our next question comes from Larry. And Larry wants to know where to find landing. I'm glad my assistant is helping his brother build an indoor basketball court. So usually these are typed out for me, but right now they're handwritten by yours truly, and I'm having a little difficulty reading my own writing because Yes, I forgot to have my questions in front of me. Okay, so here we go. Larry wants to know the best way to sell on a landing page. The best way to sell on a landing page. That's a great question, Larry. Now, when you're selling on a landing pages can do different things for you. Landing pages can actually show you, well, they're not showing you anything really. You could put value on a landing page if you wanted to. Most people put testimonials. You really want to have testimonials on your landing page, even if you're giving away a lead magnet. So a lead magnet, those are your simplest landing pages. Now, the way to get the most out of that is have people get your lead magnet, and then thank them, and then definitely have an email series, a sequence of at least 3 emails ready to go out for them. Then say, thank you for letting me share this with you. Thank you for inviting me to your inbox with this information. And the next email might be more information for them. It's always good to give out information. Remember, you're creating a relationship. If you're talking to someone at a cocktail party and you got to chatting, when you first meet each other, your tone might be a little light, and then you learn more about each other, and then you want to share information that might be helpful. But you don't meet them right away and say, hey, I do XYZ, can I help you with that? No. So think of the landing page and the email sequence as the same thing. And definitely ask for feedback at the end of your email. Was this helpful? Ask me other questions about what you need. You can also have a PS in there of, hey, I've got something else. Are you interested? Nah, you don't want to do that until your 3rd email. I was teasing you. I was checking to see if you're paying attention. So the first email, are they enjoying the information? Second email is information, and the 3rd email is, hey, I've got something else. Would you be interested? Would you be interested? Not, here, come sign up now. Think about serving other people. And just like that cocktail party conversation, would you be interested in that? So that's a lead magnet landing page. So Larry, now if you're talking about selling a course on a landing page or an event, these have gotten to be very popular. And I'm hoping that people that have new side hustles of teaching courses online are listening to this, because I want to congratulate you on sharing the information that you have. I think when we have these gifts and this knowledge, when you share it, it makes you, I feel really good when I'm sharing. So it boosts your ego, but it makes you feel good. And you know what? Why not share it? Why not be the expert in the room? So for courses and events, the landing page really needs to emphasize why somebody would want to be there. What would they walk away with? What's the biggest reason? Well, think of 5, but you want to make sure you've got the 5 top reasons they should be there. Again, testimonials are really important. Larry, I have a book I use. It's this one here, Words That Sell, and this book I keep right by me, as you notice. This book has fantastic. Really, I don't have no affiliation for this, by the way. This book has just got great words and phrases. You'll see I've got it, my little tabs here. Opening statements, clinchers, personal traits. Because there's some are just words, and then others are big, long phrases. Like this page here. As a smart blank, you have a right to. You're the kind of person who. You set uncommon goals for yourself. See, these, you want to flatter your reader. You want to make sure that you're relating to them. And definitely have some pictures on your landing page. And here's, Larry, give me a drum roll. Duct tape tip. stick this one on your computer. A video at the top of your landing page. Video sales letters are really becoming the thing, especially if you have a high-ticket event. High-ticket events, if you are presenting, obviously you want to be the one in the video sales letter, and you want to talk about what people will walk away with from your event. Well, that was a tongue twister. I don't think that was proper English. What do you think? Let me try that one again. So in your video sales letter, you want to reiterate those top 5 reasons, the top 5 items, the top 5 techniques, lessons learned that will change the participant's life. Whether it saves them money, whether it saves them time, whether it makes them feel good. Yes, you should talk about these in the video sales letter. Put that in the top of your landing page. Now here's the thing with the video sales letters, and make a note of this also. You want to make sure your page loads. Anything, Google's got this fantastic speed checker thing. So check and make sure your page is loading quickly enough. Because you know what? I can't tell you how many times we get something good going in an ad, and then the page won't load. So people are anxious to see something, they'll click on the ad, then the page doesn't load for them. And yes, we can see that in the ad statistics. Yes. So Larry, the other kind of landing page you'll want, of course, is like a one-time offer, upsell. And you want to have a landing page that, thanks for the sale. Thanks for the sale. So I hope that was helpful, Larry. Okay, now we have, other side of my paper here, we have Melissa. Melissa, my dear, she writes, she's working on changing her offer. Changing her offer. She's working on changing her offer, and what does she need to do on her ads? Should she use the same offer, the same pictures for the previous offer? Or should she use different pictures? Well, that's a great question. Very good question, Melissa. Because you know what? Pictures really make or break an ad. It's the first thing people look at. A video, of course, gets their attention faster, but you can work with pictures, absolutely. Now with the pictures, if those pictures were working, sure, use them again. If it's the same audience, that's where I was kind of stumped because there wasn't really any clarification. If it's the same audience, yes, definitely use the same pictures. Now, if it's a different audience, you got it. Take a couple hours, a little bit longer the first time around, and research your audience. What do they like? What are their interests? What is their behavior? Are they people that go outside a lot? Are they people that stay inside? Find out who their heroes are. And if everything's, make sure your pictures match their interests. Makes a big difference. So, one of the things I wanted to mention to all of you is I got hooked on this guy, Gene Schwartz. I don't know if you've ever heard of Gene Schwartz and Breakthrough Advertising. This book, I'm telling you, it's a game changer. And if you're into marketing, definitely get this book. Every business owner should have this book. It's that good. Breakthrough Advertising by Gene Schwartz. Breakthrough Advertising by Gene Schwartz. And search out Brian Kurtz to get this book. Brian Kurtz, Kurtz. He'll hook you up. Let him know I sent you over there. Because I tell you, it's been a game changer. And we're seeing huge differences in our ads. To give you an idea, Gene talks about people have different levels of awareness. You know, I talked earlier about a cold audience versus a warm audience. Well, Gene takes it a step further. And he goes into, okay, you've got this wonderful new idea and people really aren't familiar with it. So you just need to make a direct claim about that product or service. Just make a direct claim. Okay? And then when they're a little more aware of what it does, you actually want to expound upon the claim. So, for example, you could say, oh, heck, my mind's going blank. It's all right here. Okay. Worst case scenario, just open up the book and tell you. Okay. So, this is what happened in the cigarette industry, according to Gene Schwartz. Now, as you all know, cigarettes started off being really cool. I shouldn't say as you all know. I'm assuming something. As you might know. And then this cancer scare thing came along, right? So the cigarette industry, of course, they did their own research, and Gene talks about all this. I'm not coming with anything new. Then, you know, people came with remember the long cigarette holders? You know, my mom and dad every year for Halloween used to dress up. And Mom, she had this beautiful straight black hair wig and this mask that was a Chinese or Asian woman. And then she had this long cigarette holder. She this big Chinese hat she'd wear on her head like this. So, yes, a cigarette holder. That was really the idea as the cigarette industry came up with to help people avoid cancer from smoking the cigarette. The idea that stuck, of course, are filters. So when the filters came out, new idea, new product, new concept, you just make one claim. And in Gene's example, it's Kent's Micronite filter. Kent's Micronite filter traps tars before they reach your lips. Just says what it does. It traps tars before it reaches your lips. They're real simple. So now Gene talks about the second stage where people are more aware of the product. So you like embellish or put a flourish on what that single claim is. And Gene's example is 20,000 filter traps in Viceroy. Not just one, 20,000. You know, that goes back to Claude Hopkins. You know, I think I have his book here too. Let me see. Let's see here. Got it. See, I keep all my marketing books really handy right here by me. So Claude Hopkins, Scientific Advertising, he talks about when you're putting that embellishment or that flourish on that claim, really dig deep into the actual process that your product or service goes through. You know, maybe the information you've gained is from over 30 years of experience. Maybe you have like 12 awards for the concept you developed. Maybe you have, 5 different certifications that make you the expert. Dig into your research. Claude Hopkins talks about how beer's made and how it's cold brewed. That's what differentiated it. Also talks about, remember the Rice Puffs? Who still eats Rice Puffs? I grew up on Rice Puffs. They were pretty good. He talks about the explosion of that kernel, the explosion that makes it puff. And he learned that through his research. So embellish or flourish. Now, let's say you have let's go back to the third stage here. So we're in the third stage. There's 5 stages, remember. So the third stage, you want to Find that distinguishing feature, like the beer's cold brew, or Parliament, the most important quarter-inch in smoking today. No filter feedback. That distinguishing feature. Distinguish it. Fourth stage. Embellish the distinguishing feature. Now, I'm really simplifying things here. Trust me. This is like page 49 of the book. Here, I'm telling it to you like in, 3 minutes? It's a great book. You've got to go get this. Gene Schwartz, Breakthrough Advertising. Okay, so the fifth and final stage, and this is where the majority of the markets are. Weight reduction, beauty, skincare. Bodybuilding. Here's where knowing your audience comes into play. This is what will differentiate your product, even if it's the same as a million other people out there. If you can differentiate yourself by identifying with your audience, identify with them. What trait do they have that will draw them into you? Let's see. So here we go. Gene Schwartz, cigarette industry, fifth stage. Winston tastes good like a cigarette should. They wanted it to taste good. They identified with that, people did. L&M has found the secret that unlocks the flavor. Again, taste. The secret that unlocks the flavor. Identification. And they only were able to come up with those marketing slogans by knowing their audience. That 2 hours a week is gold. Gold. Block it off on your calendar. Don't let anything interfere with it. And make it your time for you. Because great marketing brings in success. That's what helps you get your information out there. That's what puts you on stages as a speaker. That's what puts your book in people's hands as an author. That's what puts your product in people's homes, in their daily lives. And they tell all their friends about it. That's what makes the difference. So, I'm glad you indulged me and I could share all this with you, because it's really cool. Now, we had a couple more questions. It's been half an hour, and I don't want to go over because I don't want to oversaturate you. So what I will do is add these questions to the... no, I lied. That was the last one. Saw the paper sticking out there. I thought there was another one. Okay, my friends. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope this was helpful. Now, I'll put the link in the comments below. If you had any other questions that came up, please feel free to put them in the Google Forms for me. And I'll be sharing my answers with everybody next week. I'm Teresa Pantanella. Have a blessed day, everybody. And make sure you duct tape your tips to your computer.